Hey there, welcome to the Sunday Smackdown. For today's video, I'm talking about three hot topics: Melania Trump versus Michelle Obama, Blake Lively and her comments about her own bum, and the use of Beyonce's Formation song at an all-white model runway show. Before I get started, I just want to encourage you to thumbs up this video, to share it on your respective social media channels, and also comment below. I love making these videos for you guys on a weekly basis, and I really appreciate your support and your engagement on these videos as well. So before I get into the meat of these topics, I just wanted to quickly talk about the use of the term racist online. I think that the term is casually used just a little bit too much on a 50,000 foot level, and I know that there are a zillion definitions of what racist means and a zillion analyses of what that term means, but on a 50,000 foot level, it's pretty much it defines someone who views a particular race as being superior to another. The thing that irritates me so much about the use of that term is that there are some situations that definitely warrant application usage of the term racist, racism, and so forth. There are some situations that are questionable, maybe it was racist, maybe it wasn't, and then there are some situations that it's like, no. And you can maybe twist it that way, but maybe it was really just cultural insensitivity and so forth, but it wasn't really racism. So when I do see people run to use that term in situations where it may not necessarily be warranted, it actually diffuses, takes away the power of it. And speaking from personal experience, I have witnessed situations that were definitely racist. I have come across people who were definitely racist. Situations and people that, in my mind, I'm like, how are you even human? Like, how do you even operate this way? Given those experiences, I just really want to caution people to be more mindful, more sensitive to how they apply that term so they don't diffuse the power or the meaning behind what that word really means. So the first topic, Melania Trump versus First Lady Michelle Obama. Ben Garrison, a cartoonist, portrayed the two of them juxtaposed together in this cartoon, and he was accused of racism and being a misogynist by portraying Michelle as looking very masculine and Melania as looking extremely feminine, sexy, and so forth. Melania is holding up a Trump sign and it says, "Make the First Lady Great Again." So of course people freaked out, social media blew up about this, and I can understand why. The cartoon was incredibly offensive. Ben Garrison clearly didn't care about people's reactions. If anything, he probably got some amusement out of it. On Twitter, he said satire could strip naked, paint itself purple, and yell satire, satire, and they still wouldn't see it. He's actually known for controversial cartoons and so forth, so this is nothing new for him, and this type of reaction, he's used to it. The next situation is Blake Lively posting a picture of herself on Instagram on the red carpet where she said, "LA face with an Oakland booty." Of course, quoting a line from Sir Mix-a-Lot's song, "Baby Got Back." Social media freaked out, a lot of people accusing Blake Lively of being racist, culturally insensitive, co-opting pretty much a term that should be reserved for Black women and their bodies. And the last topic is American supermodel Bella Hadid, who pissed off a lot of people at Australian Fashion Week. The show pretty much wrapped up with all white models, I believe being led by Bella Hadid, walking to the song Formation by Beyonce, which a lot of people consider to be a Black female empowerment song. Social media freaked out, people were upset that they had the nerve to use the song in this situation for various reasons. So let's get into the Smackdown portion of the video. With the Melania Trump versus First Lady Michelle Obama, that cartoon by Ben Garrison, I'm seriously smacking down Ben Garrison. How dare he create this cartoon? He may call it satire, he may think it's hilarious, and he loves the reaction and all of the publicity that he's getting, but there's a serious amount of hurt that a lot of people feel when they see an image like that. So there are a serious amount of layers that I can go into a lot of detail about with that image and what it represents. When people saw this image of a masculine Michelle Obama versus a very feminine, sexual Melania Trump, it hit a nerve for a lot of Black women because there is a stereotype out there historically that, Black women tend to be more masculine, they tend to be more manly, and it's a stereotype that a lot of women have to fight and have been frustrated about. Black women feeling like the media, society doesn't represent their beauty, their femininity enough. So in terms of my smackdown on this topic, without going into further detail and analysis, I'm smacking down Ben Garrison and this cartoon because it triggers so much hurt. It triggers the stereotype that women have had to fight against for so long, specifically Black women, and being compared to Melania Trump, who is white, a model, and he made her into the sexualized feminine, comparison. It was very obvious that he was not only hitting a nerve, but he was hitting that nerve hard. Of course, people are going to freak out. They should. It's incredibly disrespectful and rude, and just wrong on so many levels. But yeah, let me know what you think in the comments below. So on the Blake Lively topic, so this one isn't so cut and dry, and I've thought about it quite a bit, and it's interesting to see some of these comments. One person tweeting another day, another rich white woman using WOC's bodies as a punchline and commodity, as if Blake Lively wasn't the worst already. Someone else tweeting she should have gone with Baby Got Back. And that's just a small sample of the tweets. I mean, there are a lot of comments, a lot of articles out there about it. Interestingly enough, the man behind the lyrics, Mix-a-Lot, did make a statement, and he said, "I don't think she'd wear that dress if she thought that booty is horrible. And to me, it ain't horrible." He said he wrote the song for curvy women of all ethnicities. He noted it's all about context. All I would say to the critics is let's better understand the context of what she said. If what she's saying is, I have this butt that Mix-a-Lot was talking about in Baby Got Back, that's a good thing. She's saying, I've embraced this ideal of beautiful. However, if what she's saying is, I cannot believe I got this fat, this is horrible, then I agree with the critics. And just a further note about his comments about this song, back in 2014, he told Huffington Post that he intended the song to have cultural significance. He said the black female body was not accepted as the norm anywhere. For years, all you saw on television was overweight black maids or black women who would assimilate to white culture, as far as the look is concerned. I wanted to do something that was tongue-in-cheek, but at the same time, making a real point. So who am I smacking down in this situation? I'm smacking down the social media commentators who were so quick to accuse Blake Lively of being racist for using this term. The worst you could possibly accuse her of is perhaps being culturally insensitive, but accusing her of being racist for stating that, the way the post came across to me is she was happy to have that shape, to have the derriere that she has, and she was celebrating it, and she was applying Baby Got Back to that photo. And it's as simple as that. To have a woman who is not African American celebrating having a big booty and being proud of it, I think it's a good thing. If you don't agree with me, or if you agree with me, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. So who am I going to smack down with the use of the Formation song at the runway show where Bella Hadid and other white models were walking to that song? You know, this is a tricky one for me. Formation is definitely a black female empowerment song. If you listen to the lyrics, you see the video, it's so obvious what the lyrics mean. Juxtapose that with the fact that the modeling industry is known for having a diversity problem. And so when you juxtapose those basic facts together on a 50,000 foot level, it's incredibly odd. And it's really weird and awkward to watch the video of these models like walking to that song. And I do think this triggers for many African Americans this feeling of majority culture borrowing from them and taking away, stripping away the true meaning, the essence of what that item is, and applying it for something and twisting it into another purpose altogether, or applying it in a completely different way for their use. And while I can understand why some people would be pissed off about the use of that song, I can see it from the other side where it's like, well, this is a catchy beat, it's a nice song, it's Beyonce, let's use the song, and not really thinking that much into it. Now, is there some cultural insensitivity with that thought process? Yeah, because it doesn't really require that much thinking to think, okay, you're applying a song about black female empowerment and you have literally no diversity on that runway. But I really don't think any deep thinking went into it, period. And did Beyonce ever prohibit the use of this song in such contexts? No. She's making money off of the use of this song in various contexts. So I don't know, the jury's out on this one, so I really don't know who to smack down on this, but I am leaning more towards cultural insensitivity on the part of whoever made that decision to use that song on the runway versus using or applying the term racist in this situation. But again, let me know what you think in the comments below. So that's my Sunday Smackdown. Thanks for watching. I have another Sunday Smackdown on the way next week, so stay tuned.